Hey there, C-Sharpers. My name's Matthew. I'm the C-Sharp Artisan, and this is the 11th video in my series on Azure Service Bus. In this video, we're going to take a look at topics and subscriptions, which is the Service Bus way of doing pub/sub. But before then, I need your help. Let me explain. So lately, I've been watching this YouTuber whose name is Kelsey. His channel is called 7-4 Gear, and as he puts it, it's all about aviation. He's a 7-4 pilot, he's really funny, and I really enjoy it and find it inspiring. And one thing I noticed is, at the end of every video, Kelsey has this little catchphrase that he ends with every single time. Here, take a listen.
Until then, keep the blue side up. Keep the blue side up. Keep the blue side up.
What I realized is a lot of my videos just kind of peter out at the end. They don't really have a nice tidy finish. And maybe I could use a catchphrase. So I thought of a few and I wanted to see what you all thought. So I'm going to run them by you and maybe in the comments you can vote for the one that you like best. Okay, here we go. Until then, happy hacking. Until then, keep them bits a flippin'. Until then, stay sharp. And if you hate them all, maybe you could suggest something better. Okay, that's probably enough of that. Let's talk about topics and subscriptions. The first thing we need to do is set up our topic and subscriptions. Here we are back in the Azure portal, looking at the test queue that we've been using. So now let's switch to the topics list in our namespace. And we can go ahead and create a topic. And let's just call it test topic 1. And we'll go ahead and create it. It'll take a second to provision, and now it's done. Now let's go into test topic 1, look under entities, and you can see our subscriptions. So let's add a subscription, and we're going to call this test sub 1, and we can go ahead and create it. Great. And let's add another one, and we'll call it test sub 2. And so now we have 2 subscriptions on our topic. That's all there is to it. So now let's pop over to our C# code. So I've got this set up as a service bus sender. And here's the thing about the service bus sender. There is, as far as I can tell, no difference at all in sending to a topic versus a queue. All we have to do is change this to be test topic 1. And if you want to, we can name this variable topic name, though it really doesn't matter. And this should allow us to send a message. So let's set a breakpoint and let's execute this. We create our client, we create our sender. It's taken a little while. I wonder if it takes a sec. That was really odd. I think that was just a Visual Studio hiccup. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's keep rolling. No need to re-record that. So we're just going to go ahead and send our message. And it's done. So let's go back to our test topic. And if we refresh, you can see both test sub 1 and test sub 2 now have an active message. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's see about receiving those messages back out. So let's go back to Visual Studio. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment out this code, which is our sender code, and I'm going to enable a receiver code, which should look very much like what we've done before. But for this one, we also need a subscription name. So let's let's get our test sub 1 messages. So we'll say create receiver, passing in the topic and the subscription. That's all there is to it. Let's run this. Okay, we've created our receiver. We'll get our message, and then we can write out the body. This is the message body, and there's the correlation ID, and we'll complete our message. And we can go back to the portal, and if we refresh this now, we'll see test sub 1 has no more messages in the active message stack or queue, and test sub 2 still does. Should we, for completeness, go receive the second one? Here we go. Let's go ahead and change this over. We'll run this again. And now you can see same message, same correlation ID. They both got their copy. We'll go ahead and complete it. And we look back in the portal and refresh, and they're all gone. There you go. Pretty easy way to do pub sub. Okay, we are getting pretty much towards the end of this series. After this video, I'm actually going to start a couple of videos where we try to build something somewhat realistic using Azure Service Bus. And until then, stay sharp.